Alrighty guys, what is going on? Today there was a small update for Modern Warfare which included some bug fixes and a little bit of weapon balancing. This included pretty noticeable buff to the AUG SMG, which you can see here in the patch notes. The changes included increasing the close range damage and mid-range damage, but reducing the chest damage multiplier. These changes only affect the 5.56 ammunition conversion, and I've always felt like the AUG was a little bit slept on in this game, but now it seems like it's a real powerhouse with those 5.56 rounds. I've been hitting some pretty good games and testing this out today, and it's actually a very strong gun without the 5.56 ammo, so with it, it is very, very powerful. Before we do jump into the loadout for the AUG, let's try and hit an actual like goal of 3 likes today. If we do hit 3 likes on this video by Friday, I'll have a pretty goofy compilation of some funny moments from our Modern Warfare streams on, again, Friday. Also, make sure you do hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications, or I'll be in your games doing this to you. Yeah, it's stupid. It's just like, nah, you're not allowed to. Oh, go off! Oh my god! The food! Anyway, let's talk about a loadout for this bad boy. Okay, so if you have seen my other videos, you'll know that I pretty much use the same perks for most of my loadouts. EOD, Ghost, and Battle Harden. Then pretty much any grenade setup you prefer, I do use the Stim. Stim's pretty good in this game. Those perks are basically the ones I choose are very, very versatile, because if you're just trying to jump into the quick play playlist, you can get thrown into objective game mode, so it's best to try and avoid those flashes and stuns and stuff wherever possible. I mean, they're still super powerful, but yeah, Battle Hardened reduces the effect by quite a lot, so it doesn't actually feel like you get stunned or flashbanged IRL when you get hit by one. So, looking at the attachments to the AUG, I'm going to give you 2 different setups here. One is the ideal setup once you've unlocked everything, and one is one that you can use while you're leveling up. That should do you pretty well. Okay, so for the ideal setup, once you've unlocked everything, you'll of course want to go with that 5.56 ammo, big increase to the damage with the larger ammo size there, increase the damage and increase to range to make use of those buffs that we saw today. Like most weapons that you find in the game, you want to make use of the monolithic suppressor because it is just super strong for increasing that damage range, and that sound suppression is just so good. You'll also want to get that stipple grip tape just to get those iron sights up quickly and get that sprint to fire speed. You always want stipple grip tape on like 99% of the weapons in this game. Like, you don't really need it for some, and others it just makes the gun so much better. So the barrel here, I'm actually a little bit torn on. I've been running the 407mm extended barrel on the class that I'm trying to level up with, but I'm sort of more leaning towards maybe the long barrel too. Like, if you get the long barrel, you get to maximize that damage range and the recoil reduction. It should help counteract the recoil increase from the 5.56 rounds a little bit better than the 407 extended. Like, I'm not 100% sure here, try this out for yourself, but I'd actually love to see them sort of compared next to each other and sort of see the exact difference that you can get between the two of them. And for the stock, you can pretty much choose between the ultralight hollow and the TAC CQB comb. The difference here is the aim walking movement speed and the aim down sight speed. That's sort of what you're choosing between. Take your pick there. If you like that aim walking speed, like that the stock, just regular stock attachment from previous games, that'll help you out there. But if you're sort of after more faster aim down sight speed, you can choose this. I typically choose this one just because of the aim down sight speed, or it helps you get those iron sights up faster. So these are the attachments I'd use once I hit max level. Like, I'm not 100% there yet. I think I'm probably level 37, so I'll show you the one that I'm using to level this bad boy up shortly. But yeah, this is what I'd use once you had all the attachments for it. Okay, so these are the attachments that I would use if I was leveling up. I am level 37, as you can see here. So if you're level 37, or sort of getting up through the levels, what should you use? Well, you'll want to make use of those 5.56 NATO rounds again. It increases the magazine size because the stock gun only has 25 bullets. I forgot to mention that earlier, but 25 bullets in the mag is sometimes a little bit of a problem, especially you sometimes want to slap on that sleight of hand just to make use of the smaller clip size. And yeah, again, a massive surprise to no one. Basically, the monolithic suppressor should do some pretty good increased damage range, should help out with the 407mm extended barrel there. The damage range pluses the bullet velocity and the recoil control, doing a fairly strong job there. And again, you want to unlock either the ultralight hollow, the forged TAC CQB comb. These are mostly the same, and once you get the stipple grip tape, you can change that over. Level 42 is a little way to go, but yeah, the rubberized grip tape should do you just fine, or again, the granulated grip tape. These are up to you. Until you get the stippled one, you can sort of use whatever you like there. You can, of course, chuck a laser on this bad boy, just in case you want to get up close and personal. It's all up to you, all personal preference. I choose not to run an optic on this bad boy because I don't feel like you need it. The iron sights are typically pretty clean, and it decreases the aim down sight speed, so you don't really want to do that too much. Also, shout out to like the Commando foregrip for just being awesome. Like it a lot, so you could use that too. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see just side by side how different these guns play. I can't imagine they'd be too different. They share most of the same attachments, so if you are looking for a new weapon to try out, you won't have to put any effort into unlocking, as it's literally the first SMG that gets unlocked in the game, and even with very few attachments, it's still very powerful. Even leveling this up from 1 to like 28, I think you unlock the new ammo, so 1 to 28 is still good fun because it's a fairly fast shooting SMG, so I've loved using it today. I've gone from level 15 to 37 today alone, so believe me when I tell you that it is awesome to play with. I will, of course, let the rest of the gameplay play out in the background. We did pretty well in this one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this one, dudes. If you did enjoy, make sure you do leave a like and do subscribe if you are new around here. It would very much help me out, and I would very much appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Bye!
UAV on station, ready for flyover. Go for launch. We're winning this. Let's strike away.
Enemy at the scaffold.
Next hard point, let's go. Enemy's got the hard point. Got your six. Location secured.